I'd like to welcome the Secretary General of Cojep.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear senators, dear deputies, dear ambassadors, dear representatives of civil society and dear participants. Let me introduce myself. I am Celil Yılmaz, General Secretary, and I come from Geneva in Switzerland. Firstly, I would like to express how I feel honored to be here with you for this wonderful event with the participation of very great and high personalities who are today among us. On this occasion, I would like to warmly thank dear Mr. Hug Sanem, our Cojep representative at the United Nations in New York, YTB Turks Abroad and Related Communities Presidency, of course, our partners, FOPAL and Mission of Turkey to United Nations New York, which are our partners and supporters of our events at the United Nations. Cojep International Council for Justice, Equality and Peace, with headquarters in Strasbourg in France and offices in 14 countries in Europe, is a non-governmental organization. As an institution which works for human rights, democracy, intercultural relations, multiculturalism, common life, education for all, and citizenship, and the fight against racism and discrimination. It's also a member of the United Nations Economic and Social Council and other international organizations, as you saw just before in the video. About Cojep 3 years project, Take Action for Multiculturalism, project for a more just world. To take attention against injustice in the world and in international organizations, Cojep launched the project Take Action for the Multiculturalism, Do Something for a Just World. The project plans a campaign which will last for 3 years, was started in 2019 with the theme of Africa Year. During 2019, conferences were held with many African non-governmental organizations and especially with Pan-African League Umoja, who have a representation in 14 African countries. At the international organization at United Nations, New York, Geneva, UNESCO in Paris, important activists, academics and politicians contribute to the conference and discussed about how Africa could offer to the world peace with its potential experience and historical accumulation. The second year of our campaign to take action for multiculturalism, do something for a just world, began at UNESCO on the 16th of January 2020. Different events during this year will be organized at European Parliament, Council of Europe, the United Nations in Geneva, in New York. Those events will be organized with important civil society organizations of Asia and will be realized with the participations of activists, academics, politicians, with the year of America and Europe in 2021. The first phase of our 3 years Take Action for the Multiculturalism Do Something for a Just World campaign will be completed. And after, at the end, in the third year, we will form a global NGO forum for global justice with our associations from Africa, from Asia, America and Europe, working together for a fair world. Our main objective through this action is to allow the civil society to have a more important action within the international institutions, so that the international institutions can be more effective in their role of maintaining peace in the world. Many structures have already joined our movement. I will end with a quote from Nelson Mandela. We can change the world and make it a better place. It's in your hand to make a difference. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. Thank you.